great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Liberty Flames and the James Madison Dukes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
James Madison is considered one of the best group of six schools. They have been consistently in the conversation for the college football playoff and high-level winners. Now, they have a new head coach in Billy Napier. And while Napier didn't exactly get things turned around at Florida, there were many contributing factors. The players I spoke to always said Coach Napier is a good coach. We'll see if he's able to be consistent and keep that winning tradition alive at James Madison. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the Liberty Flames offense will come out first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Coleman. Nice move there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Pulls it. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load. Chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Just feeds the running back. Swapped immediately.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Moving the pocket, it's Henderson. On the move. He's going to take off. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Quarterback keeps it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Flames. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So James Madison's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
To the ground, he's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Making his first move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Using his legs, it's Udo. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Keeps it on the option. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They're testing the right side here. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to fool him with the run on third down, and they're looking at fourth and plenty of work to do.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Flames will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll try to do it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And the Dukes. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires to the big fella. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
And that's just not the start they envisioned for this football game. First possession, you got a punt. Second possession now, fourth and short. Interested, do they push the gas pedal and be aggressive because it has been a slow start and they haven't gotten things going, and do they try to force it here?
Punt is in the air. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Udo. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone defense. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Flames getting set on first and 10. He'll do it himself. Jukes his way for more.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does there.
And that's a play this guy can run in his sleep, too. They rep this over and over and over. It's like clockwork for this guy.
Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the corner. Doing it himself again. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Looking for the edge. He'll try to get to the marker himself. On the move at the 30. There's a crease. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
They're all over him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
A first down run in the red zone. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Flames! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They'll leave it with the lone back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Hey, put the brakes on him.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Right side, it's Keller. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give on the counter. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They hoped to catch the offense being overly aggressive with the screen, but they got nothing. They got less than nothing and had to like it.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's just players making plays. I mean, guys that see that and read it, it's just kind of a knack. It's kind of a feel. You feel the screen, break on the football, go make a play, get a big tackle for a loss.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
The Flames come out ready to go to work on offense. They've had a really productive 1st half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They'll give it on the counter. Just smothered on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Now the pitch. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football.
Stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Flames will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Finds his man. It's Keller. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
It just took the quarterback a little too long to find his tight end that time. He's out there by the sideline, wide open. If the quarterback can just get it to him a hair sooner, he's going to have a chance to advance that thing forward, and they're going to get more yards. So the quarterback just has to be able to make his decision a little bit quicker moving forward.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Fires to the tight end. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
They punted away on fourth down. Searching for space. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Looking for space, it's Udo. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Keeps it himself. He'll do it himself. The give. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Drops back. It's Henderson. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You'd like to see this offensive line do a better job protecting their quarterback when he's in the pocket when they're in these empty sets. It's going to be a lot of man-on-man up front, and that time the defense won.
They need a huge play on third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Flames send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Looking for room. Nice move to keep running. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Udo. Turning it on. He's inside the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Look out! He'll pull it down. Smart move to get down with the slide.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Number 98, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Newts offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
The Dukes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw. Extending the play. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the 1st. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Quick give. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here comes Liberty's offense, and we'll see what they have dialed up for this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running inside. It's Coleman. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ryan. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They'll go to the counter. Makes a man miss. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Flames kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hits inside. It's Coleman. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Second and long here. Keeps it moving. It's Udo. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Keeps it himself. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. One drive is already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It is good, and that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Firing to the right, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations and really makes you very predictable.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Makes the grab. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Dukes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Dukes will bring the punt team onto the field. On the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Middle of the field, Coleman's got it. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Flames have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Rushes on. Unloads in the nick of time.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Rush right in his face. He'll heave it deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the third and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's third and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big third down stop.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Drops back on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball. And he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Flames will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Sweet cut there. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Keeping his eyes downfield. Past the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Finds his man. It's Keller. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Oh, pressure's coming. Fires quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside.
Number 5, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Quick give. It's Udo. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Left side, it's Jackson. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. On the ground, it's Udo. Finds a crease at the 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Flames trying to cash it in on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Udo. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Trying to get the corner. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
Well, this quarterback has had a little bit of success running so far in this game. That time on the option play, nowhere to go, though. Defense, they were in position. They tackled him for a loss.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's third and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Wants to throw one first. Still looking. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Line getting set on second down. He wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harrison. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
RPO complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Dukes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Man, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Going to try to get it himself. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of a defense.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on fourth down. Play action on first down. They're all over him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for the edge. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Gonna run it. It's Udo. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the option. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Keeps it himself. Quick toss. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal, and the defense was not fooled. It looked like they knew exactly when that guy came in motion across the formation. They said he's getting the football. They played uphill, get the tackle for a loss, and force a 3rd down and goal situation.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Number 98, set to kick off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Complete, left side, Coleman. And the Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it on the counter. Shows him the stiff arm. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the 2nd level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
The option, he'll keep it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Henderson. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Duke's offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds his target. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Makes the catch. It's Keller. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Wants to keep it in the air. The screen, he's got wheels. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll slide, and it's a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Look out! Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls it looking for a crease. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Selling the fake. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
The Flames decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll move the tight end. The game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Throwing right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls it. The keeper on the option. Now the pitch. Got a little grass. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. And the Flames line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Coleman. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to get the corner. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You gotta like the creativity of this offense, not to just run the option, but how about using the tight end as the pitch man? They catch the defense off guard, they're ready for the quarterback, but when they give it to the big fella, he does the rest, and he punches it in for a touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 98, set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up, snags it, and there's running room. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Long way to go on second down. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Wants to throw again. Under pressure. And down he goes.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field. But they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Straight ahead, it's Coleman. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Hands it off. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Keeps it himself. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on fourth.
Man, interesting play call on third and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got fourth down.
Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Going with the counter play here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now on the move. Breaks into the open. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Needs it here on 4th down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. The run inside. It's Coleman. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Flames will call on their punt team. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hand it to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Third and 6 yards to go. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.